Napoleon Bonaparte conquered most of the known world. When asked what France needed most, not more soldiers, not more gold, not better weapons, he said one word: mothers. The man who built the greatest empire in modern history believed that behind every extraordinary person was one extraordinary woman who believed in them first. Today I want to show you the 3 secrets that history's greatest mothers used. Secrets that no school teaches and no textbook contains, that turned ordinary children into people who changed the entire world. And I promise you this: by the end of this video you will never look at your child the same way again. If you are a parent who refuses to let the world define your child's potential, subscribe right now and hit that bell. I post content like this every single week. Now let us get into all 3 secrets. Secret 1. The eye that sees the future. When Alexander the Great was a child, the same Alexander who would go on to conquer 3 continents, people called him difficult, stubborn, uncontrollable, problem child. His teachers gave up on him. His mother Olympias never did. Every single day she looked at her son and told him something that no one else believed. She told him he was descended from gods, that he was not ordinary, that the entire world was waiting for him to arrive. And that stubborn, difficult, uncontrollable boy grew up to build the largest empire the ancient world had ever seen. Here is what this means for you right now. When your child fails a test, do not call them lazy. Sit beside them and say, your mind was built for something bigger than this test could ever measure. When your child struggles, do not see a problem. See a person being shaped by pressure the way diamonds are. Your child is not clay that you are molding into the shape you want. Your child is a flower, and your job is to wait, with patience and with faith, for them to bloom. When a mother believes in her child, something awakens inside that child that the entire world cannot extinguish. Secret 2. The fortress of confidence that never falls. Thomas Edison was thrown out of school. His teacher sent a letter home that said, "This child is mentally deficient. We cannot continue to educate him." His mother Nancy read that letter. Her eyes filled with tears. And then she did something that only the greatest mothers can do. She read her son a completely different letter. She looked at young Thomas and said, "The school wrote to say that your mind is so advanced that they do not have a single teacher qualified to teach you." Then Nancy Edison took her son home. She bought science books. She encouraged every question. She turned the basement into a laboratory. And she never once said, "That cannot be done." Years later, when Edison had invented the light bulb and changed the world, he found the real letter. He wept. And in his journal he wrote, "Thomas Edison was a mentally deficient child who was transformed into the genius of the century by a heroic mother." That is the power of one mother's belief. Successful mothers build a fortress around their child's confidence so strong that no criticism, no failure, no rejection from the world can ever get inside. Your child will face people who tell them they are not enough. Your job is to make sure that your voice, the one that says you are more than enough, is always louder. Secret 3. Character over grades. The greatest mothers in history were never focused on raising rich children. They were focused on raising good ones. Consider the mother of Allama Iqbal, the poet whose words woke up an entire nation. She was a woman of simple means. But she lit a fire in her son that never went out. She did not teach him to please the world. She taught him to satisfy his own conscience. She did not reward him for comfortable choices. She rewarded him for honest ones. When he told the truth and it cost him something, she held him close and said, "You won today." And that boy grew up not to chase money but to chase meaning. He did not adjust his beliefs to fit the world. He changed the world to fit his beliefs. Because his mother taught him that character is not something you perform for other people. It is something you protect for yourself. And when character is strong, success does not need to be chased. Follows. Now let me ask you something. Were these mothers angels? No. They got tired. They cried alone sometimes. They did not have unlimited resources or perfect lives. What they had was one thing that is becoming increasingly rare in our distracted, busy, screen-saturated world. Unshakable belief in their child's future. Your child's teacher will not decide who your child becomes. Their friends will not decide. The algorithm will not decide. You will decide. With the way you look at them. With the words you choose. With the patience you extend when they fall. Give them words that carry them to the sky. Give them silence that teaches them to think. Give them love that makes it impossible for them to break. Save this video. Share it with every mother you know who needs to hear this today. And comment below. Which of these 3 mothers inspired you most? Tell me your child's age too. I read every single comment. Subscribe, new content every week. See you there. Because the world desperately needs great leaders right now. And those leaders, at this very moment, are sitting in your lap.